second, the shortstop, number 11, Liam O'Connor. Batting third, the catcher, number 19, Evan Holman. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 6, Brecken Hadley. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 38, Alex Graham. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 20, Jake Dodge. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 15, Aokai Arujo Wayao. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 1, Brandon Stinnett. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Danny Weidman. The starting pitcher for the Berries is number 22, Ethan Thomas. And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Cowlitz Black Bears. As announced by head coach Dan Spencer. Tonight they're going to be joined by members of the Longview 11U All-Stars team. Leading off at center field, from the University of Southern California, number 23, Josh Henson. Batting second, the shortstop, from Rogers State, number 5, Tyler Nelson. Batting third, the first baseman, from Shoreline Community College, number 36, Paxton Bigby. Batting fourth, the left fielder, from Utah Tech, number 19, Finnegan Stewart. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, from Utah Valley College, number 2, Trenton Rowan. Batting sixth, the right fielder, from Skagit Valley Community College, number 9, Gavin Hoffenroth. Batting seventh, the catcher, from the University of Nebraska, number 44, Will Jeske. Batting eighth, the third baseman, from the University of Washington, number 34, Matthew Henning. Batting ninth, the second baseman, from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, number 7, Nicky Garzano. Starting pitcher for the Black Bears tonight is number 24, from Gonzaga University, Bryson Leach. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The fans are ready. The Black Bears are ready. Let's play ball!
Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome back to David Story Field, where the Black Bears are going to be taking on the Marion Berries in Game 1 of a 3-game set. Nice midweek set here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Black Bears and the Marions are coming off of series that were kind of on the opposite ends of the spectrum, as the Black Bears swept the Yakima Pippins this weekend in Yakima County Stadium, winning 2 one-run games. Meanwhile, the Berries, on the other hand, were swept by the Portland Pickles, who remain undefeated at 9-0. They lost 2 one-run games. So both of these squads coming off of winning and losing streaks. It'll be a big series in the middle of the West Coast League South Division. Let's take a look at the Marion Berries lineup and manager Tucker Brock. It'll be Will Stickney in right field batting first, Liam O'Connor at short batting second, Evan Holman at catcher batting third, Brecken Hadley at DH in the cleanup spot, Alex Greb in left field batting fifth, Jake Dodge at first batting sixth, Aokai Arajo Wayao batting sixth at third base, Brandon Stinnett at second batting eighth, and Danny Weidman in center. Batting ninth for starting pitcher for the Bears, Bryson Leach. We haven't seen Leach pitch in the regular season yet this season, as he pitched 5.2 innings in non-league play against the Northwest Star Nighthawks and the Ridgefield Raptors. As we are just about to get set here, first pitch is fouled back to the screen for strike one. We are underway in game one of this three-game series between the Berries and the Black Bears. Bryson Leach was a high school senior this year at Tahoma High School, but is committed to Gonzaga for the fall. 0-1 hits the outside for strike two. Down to 0-2 quickly is Will Stickney, the leadoff man from San Diego. Went to La Jolla Country Day and is at USC. So him and Matt Priest on the Bears have been teammates since high school. Breaking ball misses inside for ball one. Stickney, like Hansen and Priest, didn't play for USC this year. 1-2. Chopper to third. That'll be Matt Henning making the throw over to first and in time for out number one. New addition at third, Matt Henning for the Bears, already making his presence known. As he makes a nice running grab and throw over to first to just beat out Stickney for out number one. And he's just one of a plethora of guys that are new to the squad starting in this series for the Bears. As the first pitch to Liam O'Connor misses for ball one. Here is the 1-0. Fouled back to the netting for strike one. Let's take a look at the defense for the Bears. Finnegan Stewart's back in left field. Josh Hansen in center. Gavin Poffenroth in right. Third to first, Matt Henning, Tyler Nelson, Nicky Garitano, and Paxton Bigby. And new guy Will Jeske behind the dish for Leach as he catches strike two against Liam O'Connor in his first at-bat. This is the first time these two teams have ever played against each other. Marion, of course, in their first season. In the dirt, good scoop from Jeske, and it's 2-2. Liam O'Connor played his sophomore season at Willamette University over in Salem, so he's not playing too far away from where he went to school. Another chopper to third. Henning busy out there already, and he makes another good throw to first for out number two. So O'Connor is down on another ground out to Henning at third. And there's quickly two outs here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Evan Holman. Bit of a newer addition to the squad for the Berries, who, just like Cowlitz, has only played 6 games as they started their season on June 3rd. First pitch is in the dirt. Gets past Jeske. Checks swing over to first, and he didn't go, so it'll be 1-0. Holman played for Old Dominion his junior season this year. Played 37 games. One of the vets on the Old Dominion team in the Sun Belt Conference, as that one hits the zone for strike one. Played on Sunday against Portland, went 1 for 3. Scored a run, got hit by a pitch in the 5-4 loss against the Pickles. Another grounder to third. Henning makes the throw to first, and Henning gets all 3 outs in the top of the first and makes them all look easy. We head to the bottom of the first, no score.
Attention all Kelso District students, teachers, and faculty. Celebrate the start of summer vacation with a night out at the ballpark tomorrow, June 11th.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Bottom first, and Matt Henning over at third, getting all 3 outs in the top half of the frame. Let's take a look at the Black Bears lineup for today's matchup. Josh Hansen is leading off today in center field. Tyler Nelson, of course, in the 2 spot and at short. Paxton Bigby at first, batting third. Finn Stewart back in the cleanup spot and left field. Trenton Rowan, one of the new guys, in the DH spot, batting fifth. Gavin Poffenroth had himself a big game on Sunday. He bats sixth. Will Jeske, another new guy, batting seventh, catching. And Matt Henning, as mentioned, he's been busy so far today. He is batting eighth at third, and Nicky Garitano is in the 9 spot, batting ninth at second. Pitcher for the Berries is Ethan Thomas. Played his redshirt sophomore year at Bellevue, JUCO in the NWAC conference, and is committed to Central Washington for next season. So he'll be over near Yakima where the Bears were this weekend. First pitch is in the zone for strike one. Haven't seen Thomas pitch yet this season. A 2.6 ERA though with Bellevue in 2025. Team that finished 35-21. And went to the NWAC championship, but lost against the eventual champions in Lynn Benton. 1-1's outside, and it's 2-1. Josh Hansen has been struggling to start his season. 1 for 11 in the 3 games against Yakima. And one hit, a double coming on Friday. That one just misses low, and it's 2-1. Sorry, 3-1. Hansen on Sunday went 0 for 3 with 2 walks and a strikeout. His average to .091 as he takes inside for ball 4. So the leadoff man on here in Hansen. And now it'll be Tyler Nelson. Always been in that 2-hole is Nelson. He's played every game this season for the Black Bears. Had a pretty good weekend at Yakima. Got himself 3 hits, drove in a couple runs, and was really big defensively for the Bears in that sweep. So that one misses just a bit low for ball 1. Ethan Thomas only walked 15 guys in 34 2/3 at Bellevue this season. Already has 1 to Hansen, as that one's inside 2-0. He's been at Bellevue his whole college career. Redshirted in 2023 and played last year. 27 1/3. Throw back to first, and he's back safely. Hansen had a very delayed reaction. It looked like they caught him sleeping, but he ends up making it back safely. And he's still on first. It was a close call over there, as that was the second pickoff of this at-bat. Now the 2-0 is in the dirt, and it's 3-0. So Ethan Thomas early not able to control the zone too much, standing at 6'7". Hansen on first, now the 3-0, right down the middle. Taking all the way is Nelson, and it's 3-1. Paxton Bigby had a big series against Yakima. Another throw back to first, not in time, as Bigby stands on deck. Another 3-1, second one in a row here, as that one hits the zone. Nelson thought it was ball 4, but it's a full count now. Nelson has walked twice this season. One coming on Sunday, in which he went 1 for 4 with an RBI double. That one, and it looks like that pitch won't count as Ethan Thomas balked. And that'll bring Hansen over to second. So it's still 3-2. That pitch did not count because he got caught on the balk, bringing Nelson to second. Still a full count here now. Leadoff runner in Hansen on second in scoring position. And the 3-2's low and away for ball 4. So a really rough start for Thomas. Walking Hansen and then balking him over to second. It didn't even matter as he walks Tyler Nelson, and now 2 on, nobody out for Paxton Bigby. Bigby swings at the first pitch and hits it into left field. Going under it is Greb, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Let's take a look at the defense for the Marion Berries. Alex Greb, who just made that catch, is in left field. Danny Weidman is in center. Will Stickney is in right. Araujo Wyo is at third. Liam O'Connor at short. Brandon Stinnett at second. And Jake Dodge at first. Evan Holman doing the catching for Thomas. Now the first pitch to Finn Stewart is in the zone for strike 1. Stewart's usually been in that cleanup spot, but was injured in a couple games against Yakima, so his last game was the first game of the series on Friday. That one misses just outside, and it's 1-1. Finn has 4 hits in 4 games. Has a hit in every game of the regular season. That's grounded to short. O'Connor throws it to second for 1. On to first for 2. 6-4-3 double play ends the jam in the bottom of the first. We're heading to the second. Still no score.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Well, the Berries played their first game of their franchise's history down the road, down the I-5 in Ridgefield. Played 3 games there, won their first 2 in franchise history there. Won the first game, lost the second, and won the third. Got swept by Portland, and now they are 2-4 heading to this game against the Bears, who are 3-3. In the middle of the West Coast League South standings. We're ready to start the second inning. It'll be Brecken Hadley leading off from the left side. So he'll take one low for ball 1. Brecken Hadley from Bainbridge Island, Washington, west of Seattle, but went really far away for college at St. Olaf. So that one's low for ball 2. St. Olaf is in Northfield, Minnesota, which is a bit south of Minneapolis, so kind of a far ways away to go. So that one's inside, 3-0. Went to Bainbridge High School, was teammates with J.R. Ritchie, who some of you might know as 35th overall pick in the 2022 draft and one of the top prospects in baseball. So that one is right down the middle for strike 1. Not to be confused with J.R. Richard. That one's grounded past the dive of Garitano into right field for a base hit. The first hit of the game from either team goes to Brecken Hadley. He leads off the top of the second with a single to the right side. That'll bring up Alex Greb. Alex Greb has played in every game this season for the Berries, whether it be as a pinch runner or a starter. As a pinch runner for Marion on Sunday, as that one's ripped into left field, and that'll get down for a base hit. It'll get past Finn Stewart, and rounding third is Hadley. Here comes no throw to home, and it's an RBI double for Alex Greb, and the Marion Berries take a 1-0 lead. First pitch swinging as Greb gets it all the way down to the party deck over there. Finn Stewart couldn't handle it as he bobbles it around. That's going to be an error on him, and it allowed the run in Brecken Hadley to score. And the Berries have struck first here in game one. No throwback to second. No one was there. And as he dives back safely, if he would have thrown it, would have gone straight into center field. First pitch low to Jake Dodge. First baseman, part of that Lynn Benton NWAC championship team this season. That's 3 hits in 23 at-bats so far in the 6 games Marion's played. That one's fouled into Jeski's mitt for strike one. On Sunday versus the Pickles, Dodge went 0 for 5 with a strikeout. In the series, he went a combined 1 for 13. Here's the 1-1. That one hits the zone for strike two. He hit .231 in this season for Lynn Benton. Has been there for both of his collegiate seasons. That's a fly ball into shallow center. Going under it is Hansen. He'll call everyone off and make the grab for out number one. So one out here, top of the second. 1 run already in for the Berries, and now it's Aukai Araujo Waiau. Araujo Waiau from Mililani, Hawaii, which is on the island of Oahu, a little bit northwest of Honolulu, the main city and the capital of Hawaii. He fouls one back to the netting, and it's 0-1. Has a hit in 4 of his 5 games so far this season with the Berries. Also has a strikeout, at least 1 in all 5. Throw back to second, not in time, as throw over to Garitano was a bit wide, and Alex Greb able to get back in safely. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball, foul ground. It's going to get out of play to the right side. And it's 0-2. Araujo Waiau played for Mililani High School this season, his senior year. He's committed to the University of Hawaii, so he will be staying on the island of Oahu to play his collegiate career with the Rainbow Warriors. 0-2. Breaking ball fights it off, and it goes foul. Stays at 0-2. So a single from Hadley, double from Greb, and the error from Stewart allows a run to come in. 0-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. Araujo Waiau goes down swinging, as that is the second out here in the top of the second. First strikeout for Leach, and that'll bring up Brandon Stinnett. Brandon Stinnett has only played 3 games, joined and played the Portland series. Started on Sunday, got his first hit, fouled it back to the screen for strike 1. It's 1 for 6 in those 3 games. Marion had a crushing loss on Sunday, losing on a walk-off home run to Jordan Lewis to lose to the Pickles, and now Pickles are 9-0. They won 9 straight to start the season as that one swung on and missed for strike 2. Stinnett played for Seattle U his sophomore year this season. Played for the Springfield Drifters last year, one of the 10 returners that are new to Marion. That one's outside for ball 1. You know, you can't really be a returner to Marion when Marion hasn't played a season yet until now. So Stinnett played with the Drifters. Went 3 for 17 against the Bears in 4 games in 2024. 1-2. That's ripped into center field. That's going to get in for a base hit. Rounding third is Greb. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's offline. Throw back to first, not in time, as it's an RBI single for Brandon Stinnett, and the Berries lead it 2-0 here in the top of the second. That will bring up the 9-hitter Danny Weidman, who was also a high school senior this year, along with Arujo Waiau. Is good scoop from Jeske to stop the runner from advancing. Still ball 1 though, and it's 1-0. Weidman not from Hawaii though. He's from Westland, Oregon. Went to Westland High School. That one's high for ball 2. Weidman committed to Oregon for the fall 2025-26 season. Oregon lost both of their games in the regional this season after having a really good season, as that one's outside for ball 3, and it's 3-0. So 3 hits already for the Berries in this game. 2 of them coming in to score after the Greb double and the Stinnett single. That one is in the zone on the outside for strike 1. Weidman has played in 5 games for the Berries. Throw back to first, not in time. Only has 1 hit though in 14 tries. Went 0 for 3 on Sunday. Still drove in a run, but struck out twice. Struck out twice in 2 of his 5 games. Another throw back to first, not in time. Stinnett didn't steal too many bags in college. 3-1 swung on and missed, and the count runs full. Stinnett on first will get a head start as 3-2, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Trying to get out of this without allowing more damage. 3-2. That one misses low, ball 4. And Weidman will take first on the walk. The first walk for Leach. Weidman will take his free bag, and that'll bring it back to Will Stickney in the top of the lineup for his second at-bat. It was the first of 3 straight groundouts to Henning at third for the 1-2-3 first, but now 2 runs have come in, and he's back up there with 2 on. That one's hit into right field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Rounding third is Stinnett. He will score. Danny Weidman will come in. Going to third is Stickney, and he's in with a 2 RBI triple, and the Berries lead it 4-0. So after a 1-2-3 first inning, they have scored 4 runs on 4 hits. And all of a sudden, Black Bears have a big task to come back from. There is a lot of time left. That one's in the zone for strike 1. Already finding themselves down 4. This is kind of what we saw in the Pickles series. Opposing team scoring early. That's another grounder to Henning. He'll throw over to first for out number 3, but 4 runs come in on 4 hits And the Berries are already on top here, heading to the bottom of the second, 4-0.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, the Black Bears have a long road to come back from already as 4 runs score for the Berries in the top of the second. The offense is going to have to be the same offense we saw on Saturday, in which they scored 11 runs on 15 hits. Won the 1-run game against Yakima. First pitch to new addition Trenton Rowan is fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Rowan we got from the Yakima Valley Pippins. Didn't play against the Black Bears in their series, but played the first 5 games for the Pippins and is now here in Cowlitz for the foreseeable future. As he takes outside for ball 1. He's from Erie, Colorado, which is a bit east of Boulder. That one's ripped foul down the left field line. Rowan played for Utah Valley in his junior season in 2025. So far, 4 for 19 in his 6 games with Yakima. That one's grounded to first. Dodge will tag the bag himself for the first out. So Thomas got out of a good jam in the last inning after walking the first 2 guys in Hanson and Nelson. He gets Finn Stewart to ground into a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning scoreless, and now he's pitching with a 4-run lead as it'll be Gavin Poffenroth stepping in and taking strike 1. Poffenroth had one heck of a game on Sunday. He went 4 for 5, doubled twice, 2 singles. He swings and misses on the breaking ball, and it's 0-2. The only Black Bear this season with a 4-hit game. Poffenroth on Sunday. So he swings at strike 3. That's a run over to first, but it didn't hit the dirt, so strikeout of Poffenroth on 3 pitches. The first K of the game for Ethan Thomas in the second out here in the bottom of the second. That will bring up Will Jeske, who is in his first game in a Black Bears uniform. Touching behind the dish, and now his first at-bat as he takes one on the outside for strike 1. Jeske played for the University of Nebraska. Played 43 games, hit .288, a good season for the Cornhuskers. He grounds that one to short. O'Connor throws it over to first. And a 1-2-3 frame for Ethan Thomas to end the second inning. We head to the top of the third. The Berries still on top, 4-0.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Now top third after a pretty quick bottom of the second and a 4-run top of the second. Have the Berries up 4-0 here. Bryson Leach is back out there after giving up 4 earned runs. He'll be facing off against Evan Holman, Brecken Hadley, and Alex Greb, the 3-4-5 guys in the Marion lineup. So Evan Holman leads it off. He's from Aurora, Oregon. Went to North Marion, but all the way to Old Dominion. So he grounded out to third in his last at-bat to end the first. That one's outside for ball 1. 6 outs have been gotten for Black Bears, and 4 of them have come on groundouts to Henning at third. That one misses outside for ball 2. We'll see Henning lead off in the next inning for his first at-bat in a Black Bears uniform. Here is the 2-0. Right down the middle, and it's 2-1. Before Old Dominion, Holman played for Bellevue. It was teammates at one point with Ethan Thomas. We're a battery, and now we're a battery here on the Berries, as that one's inside for ball 3. This is also his second year but in the West Coast League, but his first year since 2022, which he played 6 games with the Portland Pickles. That one's high, and that is ball 4. So the second straight inning, leadoff man has reached here. And the first time the leadoff man reached was the guy coming up now, Brecken Hadley, who led off the second with a single and came around to score the first run of the game. Now has Holman on first after the walk. Second walk of the game for Leach, and well, the Berries are in business once again here in the third. First pitch is hit into the gap in right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Heading first to third is Holman, and he's in there easily as the single from Brecken Hadley, his second single of the day, has runners now on the corners with nobody out for Alex Greb. Alex Greb, also a returner from the West Coast League, played last season with the Wenatchee Apple Sox. Only played 4 games, but went 3 for 6 in those 4 games with 2 doubles. So not too bad in a short sample size. First pitch is just outside for ball 1. Played for Chaminade this season, so he also is chilling in Hawaii, playing his college years with Chaminade. Was with Wenatchee Valley College last year, which is why he was with the Apple Sox, as that one's hit into left field. Going under it is Finn Stewart, and he'll make the grab. Tagging at third is Holman, and he will get in sliding safely for the 5th Berries run of the day. It is 5-0 Marion after the sac fly from Alex Greb. Brecken Hadley stayed at first. After his single brought Holman to third, and that'll bring up Jake Dodge. Jake Dodge, tall first baseman at 6'5". Big hack on that one, but he whiffs, and it's 0-1. Jake Dodge is also no stranger to Summer Collegiate League. This is his 3rd season in the West Coast League, and he also played in the Alaskan League and the Texas Collegiate League. That one's high and outside for ball 1. Was with the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos, didn't play for them, and transferred to Lynn Benton, the Roadrunners, who were NWAC champions, as they're starting a little bit of a dynasty in the NWAC, winning a good share of their championships recently. 1-1 pitch in the dirt, good block from Jeske, and it's 2-1. Lynn Benton beat Bellevue, Umpqua, Spokane, Tacoma, and the 1 seed, Lower Columbia, right here at this field, David Story Field, which is where they hold the NWAC championships every season. That one is fouled back and away for strike 2. Lower Columbia won the NWAC in 2023. That was the last time they won it, as Lynn Benton has basically held on to it for most of the recent seasons. Reaches on that one and pops it up to short, and Tyler Nelson makes the grab, as him and Henning had a bit of a miscommunication, but Nelson is able to make the grab, and that's out number 2. That'll bring up Alkai Arujo Wayao. He struck out, the only strikeout for Leach. Struck out on a low breaking ball in his first at-bat, swinging. That one is inside for strike 1, so that makes 6 of his 6 games. He has struck out at least once. So has a hit in 4 of 5, though, so he's been playing a little bit. Breaking ball right down the middle for strike 1. That's a 263 average right now. Was driven in 3, but mentioned struck out 8 times and now 9 after that one in the 2nd inning. 1-1 is hit into the air, into left field, and it will be hooking foul. So it's 1-2. Sun is really coming out here, and will be making its descent soon, but for now it's making it hard to kind of see fly balls because of how bright it is today. Couldn't imagine if you were on the right side of the field. Garetano, Bigby, Poffenroth, maybe even Hansen. That one's popped up into foul ground. Bigby makes a run at it, but it will head out of bounds, and it is still 1-2. His junior year of high school at Mililani, he went and got an first-team All-League honor, hitting .303 and driving in 8 runs. 1-2. Just gets a piece of that one, fouls it back to the boards, and it's still 1-2. So Leach only gave up 7 earned runs in 24 innings this season at Tahoma. He's already given up 5 today. 1-2. Another one fought off into the boards. And swinging from Alkai Aroju Wayao. Walked 10 guys, Leach did, and already has 2 today. Go back to first, not in time, as Brecken Hadley's back safely. Hadley not a known stealer. 1-2. That's a grounder up the middle. Nelson ranging, tosses it to second for out number 3. But the Berries tag one more on as they lead it 5-0, heading to the bottom of the 3rd.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event. June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Well, if you're not at the stadium, David Story Field, and you missed this $3 Tuesday, you can always come to the next one next week, as on June 17th, the Cowlitz Black Bears will be taking on the Corvallis Knights in a 3-game series starting on Tuesday. So make sure to come out to David Story Field for that one, and don't miss out on a $3 Tuesday like you did today. Bottom 3, and it's 5-0 Berries. First pitch to Matthew Henning in his first at-bat with Cowlitz. Misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 misses low, and it's 2-0. Matt Henning played for Washington his freshman year. Didn't end up getting into a game, and he is in the transfer portal right now. That's ripped foul to the right into the Black Bears bullpen. $18 games for Henning, .258 average. First game as a Black Bear today. It's been busy out there at third as he swings and misses, and it's 2-2. Henning playing for his hometown team in UW, which he's from West Seattle and went to West Seattle High School. 2-2. Breaking ball, check, swing, did not go, and the count runs full 3-2. Henning's walked 8 times at Washington this year as he fouls one to the netting, and will do it again. Washington finished 29-28 and lost both of their games in the Big Ten tournament, in which they had a pool play tournament. They ended up reaching the next round of pool play as they lost to Penn State and USC. That one misses for ball 4, and Henning is on with a leadoff walk. Second leadoff walk for the Bears. As Hansen led off the bottom of the first with a walk. Wasn't able to come around to score, though, as they're really going to need some runs here. Now down 5 to Marion. And heading on first now for Garitano. Swings at the first pitch, grounds it to second, over to O'Connor at short, and on to first for another double play. This one a 4-6-3. We saw a 6-4-3 to end the first from Finn Stewart, and now already 2 double plays for the Bears offense. And we're back to the top of the lineup in Josh Hansen. So both of the middle infielders been able to flip and turn 2 so far in this game, as Josh Hansen, as mentioned, walked in his last at-bat in the first. Breaking ball hits the zone for strike 1. Hansen teammates with Stickney out in right field, as well as Priest. Grounder back to Thomas. He'll flip on to first. And another 1-2-3 inning for the Berries, as Thomas is through 3 scoreless. Right into the top of the 4th. Berries lead it 5-0.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Top of the fourth, and the Berries lead at 5-0 as mid-inning entertainment took a bit longer than expected. Well, we're ready to go here. The Berries lead it by 5, and the Bears still do not have a hit through 3. Ethan Thomas doing a really good job in his Berries debut. First pitch to Stinnett is fouled. It will get off of Jeske, and it's strike 1. Stinnett, one of the 3 lefties in the lineup. Here's the 0-1. One's popped up left side. Tyler Nelson calling, and he will make the grab for out number 1. So the first time since the first inning, the leadoff man's been retired for the Berries, and now we'll bring up Danny Weidman. Danny Weidman walked, came around to score the 4th Berries run that blew open the top of the 2nd. Now they have 5 as that one's strike 1 to Weidman. Was a 2-sport athlete in football and baseball. Ended up committing for baseball and is now here swinging the stick and taking ball 1 low. Here is the 1-1. It's swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Leach only has 1 strikeout so far. He struck out 23 this season for Tahoma. 1-2. That one's into right field. Going on it is Poffenroth. He dives and he will bobble it. Unable to make the catch. A good effort though, as that'll be a single, the 6th hit of the game for the Berries. And the 2nd time Danny Weidman is reached. I'll bring up Will Stickney back to the top of the lineup for his 3rd at-bat. Weidman does not have a stolen base yet this season. Well, after the triple, now has 9 hits this season. Back pick to first is not in time, as that one was called ball 1. And it's 1-0. Stickney is now leading the Berries in hits. He was tied with Anthony Cepeda, who is not in the lineup today, with 8, but now with his triple, he now leads the team. That one's hit into deep right field. Going back on it is Poffenroth back at the track, and he'll make the running grab for out number 2. So making up for that bobble out there in right field is Poffenroth, as that one just kept on carrying. Poffenroth backtracking and is able to make the grab. 2 outs here for Liam O'Connor. First pitch is popped up foul. And it's 0-1. Liam O'Connor hit 162 at Willamette, only 21 hits in 36 games. Go back to first, not in time, as Weidman's back in sliding. O'Connor, though, from Evergreen, Colorado. A lot of Colorado guys in this one. 0-1 misses just high, and it's 1-1. O'Connor hit .410 in high school his senior year. 32 for 78. Drove in 19. 1-1. As that one's high and inside. Danny Weidman kind of faked like he was going to run, but goes back to first. Being held on there by Paxton Bigby. This is a decent lead off of first, as that'll get past Bigby, and Weidman will take the extra 90. He'll take a turn around second, but no go over to third. So that one scoots past the glove of Bigby at first. It was a low throw from Leach, and Weidman's into second after the second error for the Bears. Two-1. Fouled back to the right side out of play, and it's 2-2. So the Bears at home have now only scored 3 runs, but have 11 errors. 0-3 at home, and down 5-0 here. So that one's grounded to first. Bigby has it, and he'll step on the bag for out number 3. So the Weidman single leads nowhere, but the Berries still lead it by 5 as we head to the bottom of the 4th, 5-0 Marion.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Bottom 4 as the Berries lead at 5-0. It's been a relatively quick one so far through 3.5 innings. Ethan Thomas has been able to throw 3 scoreless, hasn't given up a hit yet. He's walked 3, but none of them have been able to score for the Bears as the offense is struggling here at home once again. It'll be Tyler Nelson, Paxton Bigby, and Finn Stewart. 2, 3, 4 guys in the Bears lineup leading it off here, as they're going to need a lot of offense in order to keep up. First pitch swinging for Nelson. Grounder to Stinnett. He'll make the throw over to first. And 1 pitch, 1 out here to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Now that'll bring up Paxton Bigby, who flew out to left field in his first at-bat. First pitch from Thomas. It's the zone for strike 1. Well, the most innings that Thomas went for Bellevue this season was 4 2/3. It's looking like he'll surpass that and then some in this one. That one's low for ball 1. March 9th versus Pierce, he threw 4 2/3, gave up a run and struck out 3, didn't walk anybody. So that one's ripped up the middle, and the first base hit of the game for the Bears goes to Paxton Bigby. So we won't be seeing a no-hitter today, as Bigby has himself a single. That'll bring up Finn Stewart. Well, we saw Finn Stewart with a man on first and 1 out in his last at-bat. He grounded into a 6-4-3 DP. There's been 2 double plays already for the Bears. That one's hit into center field. Going back on it is Weidman, backtracking, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. A lot of swinging on the first pitch so far. Nelson first out on the first pitch, and now Finn Stewart the second out. Also on the first pitch, as that'll bring up Trenton Rowan. This first at-bat in a Black Bears uniform resulted in a ground out to first. Dodge stepping on the bag himself to get the first out in the second. Now up here for his second at-bat. Go back to first, and Bigby's back safely. Bigby had 2 stolen bags against Yakima. One on Friday and one on Sunday. As he's going now, throw to second is in time. A great tag at short from O'Connor, as that's the third out here. In the bottom of the 4th, we're heading to the 5th now. The Berries are still up 5.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Top 5 here from David Story Field as the Berries lead at 5-0. Berries have 5 runs on 6 hits, and they're looking to extend their lead here, as it will be Evan Holman to lead off the 5th. Like he led off the 3rd with a walk and came around to score the only run that scored in the top of the 3rd. That 5th run for the Berries as he swings through that one for strike 1. Also grounded out to 3rd, so 3rd time through the order already for the Berries against Bryson Leach, who's back out there. Another one, he fouls it off himself, and he might need a minute to walk it off, as it's 0-2. So this is Leach's first start and first appearance in the regular season, and he's given up 5 on 6 hits. He's walked 2, only struck out 1, as one hits for strike 2. One-two pitch. Just misses outside, and it's 2-2. Leach wanted that call. Home plate umpire Bryce Reeves says it's just a bit outside. Reeves behind the plate. Lance Kreck, the bases umpire, as he'll be switching off for tomorrow's game. That one's popped up foul. It'll get out of play, and it'll stay 2-2. Well, Leach 23 innings his junior season last year at a 1.52 ERA. Popped into center field. Hansen will make the easy grab out there for out number 1. Black Bears at this point don't really have any room for error, as they're down 5, as the innings will keep on keeping on. And Dan Spencer knows that, and he'll take out his starter, Leach. So Leach will come out of the game having thrown 4 1/3, given up 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and strikeout. And he is in line for the loss today if this score holds. So we'll be seeing somebody new to face off against Brecken Hadley in the top of the 5th. Berries lead at 5-0.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
New pitcher is Kieran Markison, who comes in to relieve Bryson Leach. Markison's last game was on Saturday in that 11-10 offensive showdown between the Bears and the Pippins, in which they combined for 21 runs, 30 hits, and 8 errors. Cowlitz came out of that one with one of their 2 one-run victories in Yakima. Markison on Saturday, though, didn't give up a run in 1 2/3 innings. Gave up 2 hits, walked 1, and got the save after shutting Yakima down in the bottom of the 9th. Usually later in the game he would be brought on for Dan Spencer and his squad, but a little bit earlier here in the top of the 5th, he will try to keep the Berries offense at bay. And first up for the Berries is Brecken Hadley. Try to keep Hadley at bay himself as he has 2 hits. 1 to lead off the second, ended up scoring, and 1 in the third that brought Evan Holman to third. He ended up scoring on the sac fly from Greb, who's on deck. First pitch misses for ball 1. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the glove of Jeske, and it's 1-1. Well, unlike Yakima, the temperature is a nice 67 right now. It was in the mid-90s out there in central Washington. Running on it is Stewart, and he'll make the sliding grab for out number 2. It was fouled into a big area over there in shallow left field as Nelson was running for it, but Stewart running full speed from the start, able to make the sliding grab for out number 2. That'll bring up Alex Greb, who has doubled and scored and hit a sac fly, so he's been a good part of this offense for the Berries so far today. Fouled back to the netting, and it's 0-1. Well, he played for Chaminade. Chaminade didn't have a great season this year. He went 18 for 32 and ended the season losing 10 of 11. That's ripped into center field. Going back on it is Hansen, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. So a good 2 outs in relief for Markison as scoreless top of the 5th for the Berries, but they still lead it 5-0.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Bottom 5 as we're halfway through here from David Story Field, and the Berries lead at 5-0. As the Black Bears offense has only been able to muster up one hit, that being a single from Paxton Bigby last inning. Ended up getting caught stealing at second, though, to end the frame as that one's flied into left field. Another first pitch swing, and it'll be caught out there by Greb for out number 1. That'll bring up Gavin Poffenroth. He struck out in the second inning. The only strikeout for Thomas, even though he's thrown a good 4 1/3 scoreless. Poffenroth the only strikeout so far, as there's been a lot of hit balls and a lot of Black Bears swinging on the first pitch. Poffenroth doesn't do that, and he takes one outside for ball 1. 1-0 just misses outside, and it's 2-0. Thomas actually has 2 more walks than strikeouts today, but still managed to keep the Bears scoreless on only 1 hit. That one misses low for ball 3. So walk here would be the 4th. Thomas had 15 walks at Bellevue this season, at 24 last year in 7 less innings, as that one is right down the middle for strike 1. Redshirted in 2023, his junior season of high school at Enumclaw, at a .33 ERA, as that one misses inside for ball 4. And the 4th walk of the day for Thomas, as Poffenroth will take the free base. And there's a man on first for Will Jeske. And Will Jeske in his first at-bat with Cowlitz, grounded out to short. Well, looking for his first hit, as University of Nebraska was in the NCAA Regional. Check swing did go, and it's 0-1. Jeske did play in both of those regional games against Oklahoma in the Chapel Hill Regional. Nebraska didn't end up making it out of that one, as North Carolina did. They were eliminated by Arizona in the Supers, and Arizona is now at Omaha. Grounded to short, throw on to second for 1, on to first, and not in time. Will Jeske beats it out, and he reaches on the fielder's choice. Poffenroth out at second. That's the second out here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Matt Henning. Reached in his first at-bat, walked, but was involved in the 4-6-3 double play by Nicky Garitano, who stands on deck. Now Jeske on first. Breaking ball is hit into left center field. Calling it is Alex Greb, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. So that is 5 scoreless for Ethan Thomas in his Berries debut. We head to the top of the 6th. Marion still leads at 5-0.
June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Well, tomorrow is Kelso School District Night. where all students and teachers receive free admission with a valid school ID. And Thursday is Schools Out Night, where all students and teachers from Cowlitz, Wakiakum, and Lower Columbia counties get in free with a valid school ID. So celebrating the students and teachers out there as another school year comes to a close. First pitch from Markison to Jake Dodge is outside for ball one. As Kieran back out there for another inning after getting Hadley and Greb both a fly out. Grounder past Markison over to second. Garitano makes the running throw to first for out number one. That'll bring up Aukai Arajo Waiau. Arujo Waiau is 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the second and grounded out to Nelson, who made the flip to get Brecken Hadley out at second for the third out as he takes strike one. Oh, 1 is high and inside for ball one. People call him Aukai. His full name is Liai Aukai. Hopefully I said that right. There's a reason people call him Aukai. It's pretty sure a lot of people kind of ask him how to pronounce his name. That one hits the zone for strike two. Markison has been good in the regular season, but he's given up 2 earned runs in the non-league competitions. That one's hit into center. A little bit of a weird read from Hansen, but he recovers and makes the grab for out number 2. So Markison's retired 4 straight, 3 of them coming on flyouts to each position in the outfield. 1 to Stewart, 1 to Poffenroth, and that one to Hansen, and that'll bring up Brandon Stinnett. Stinnett in his 2 other seasons in the West Coast League both played against Cowlitz, as he was with the Drifters in the Bend Elks. His career against Cowlitz, he is 5 for 17 in 7 games. He's driven in 5, but also struck out 8 times. Add a single and a flyout to that one, as that's what he's got today, is 1 for 2. As he'll take one high for ball 1. 1-1 pitch. That one misses low and inside, and it's 2-1. Overall in Bend, he hit 143. Only played 8 games, but 3 of them came against the Bears. That one misses inside, and it's 3-1. That single in the second was his second hit of the season. This is only his 4th game of the 6 Marion has played. That one's hit into right field. Poffenroth is under it. And he'll make the grab for out number 3. So 5 straight retired for Markison, 4 of them coming via the flyout. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, the Marion Berries are still up 5-0.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Ethan Thomas is out of the game after 5 dominant scoreless innings in which he walked 4 and only struck out 1, but has only gave up 1 hit and no earned runs. Very good outing for Thomas in his Berries debut as he'll toss the ball to Josh Mejia. He was used to pitching in this stadium as he played for Lower Columbia in his sophomore year this season, as he's committed to Oregon Tech next year, was committed to VCU, but switched over to Oregon Tech for the fall 2025 and 2026 season. He will face off against the bottom of the lineup in Nicky Garitano, and then back to the top in Josh Hansen and Tyler Nelson for the 3rd time around the order. For the Bears, Josh Mejia has had 1 appearance, and that was versus Ridgefield on the 4th, which he only pitched 1 inning and gave up 5 earned runs, walked 7, and struck out 1. In that game where the Marion Berries lost 12-3, Berries pitching walked 17 guys. That one's in the zone for strike 1. 17 guys they walked in a 12-3 loss. That was their only loss in the Ridgefield series. As there was a lot of walks, 7 of them coming from Mejia. That one misses low for ball 1. Bit wild is Mejia. He walked 16 guys this season and 6 2/3 with Lower Columbia. Also walked 16 and 18 2/3 with the Red Devils last year. 1-1 pitch. That's grounded back to Mejia. It's going to get past his glove. Going to be a scoop over to first, but Nicky Garitano makes it in time. And so a sort of swinging bunt single. We've seen a couple bunt singles from Nicky, but that one's swinging, and he's able to reach. 2nd hit of the game for the Bears. This is the first leadoff hit for Cowlitz as Garitano's on first with nobody out for Josh Hansen. Offense needing to step it up here now with time running out and more zeros up on that scoreboard. Garitano on first, and now first pitch to Hansen is inside for ball 1. Mejia played for the Wenatchee Apple Sox as well last season. Gave up 7 earned runs and 13 walks in 6 innings with Wenatchee. Didn't play against the Bears, though. 1-0. Swung on and missed on the breaking pitch, and it is 1-1. Hansen 0 for 1. Walked in the first, grounded out to the pitcher Thomas in the 3rd. That one misses high, and it's 2-1. Manager Tucker Brock entrusting Mejia here after a struggle in his first start. Now pitching with a 5-run lead. After the Berries scored 4 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, but that one's high for ball 3. Tucker Brock is the North Marion assistant coach. Went to North Marion High School. Also played at Lower Columbia College in 2003 and 2004. Here at David Story Field. Also the 3rd base coach for them, as that one's high for ball 4. And the first 2 are on here to start the bottom of the 6th. Mejia's walking ways seem to be returning here as he walks Hansen, and that'll bring up Tyler Nelson. So Tucker Brock, the manager, is also the third base coach for the Berries, and the first base coach is one of the assistants, Kevin Mofat. First pitch to Nelson, shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's called ball one. Well, Nelson didn't have a great series, at least at the start. He went 0 for 6 on Friday with 3 strikeouts. Has a walk and a ground out so far today. Shows bunt again, pops it way back into the netting, and it's 1-1.
Keep up the good hustle, Jack. You're doing great, buddy.
Nelson has 10 hits overall between regular season and non-league, but has 18 more at-bats in the regular season to get those 5 hits, hitting at 185. Has driven in 2 and has a good spot here with 2 on and no outs. Shows bunt again, drops it down the third base line, but it'll go foul for strike 2. Paxton Bigby, first lefty-lefty matchup of the game, will be up next for the Bears. Nelson trying to advance them with the bunt, but now with 2 strikes, doesn't show it. 1-2 pitch fouled to the screen, and it's still 1-2. Garetano, the infield single on second after the Hansen walk advanced him. 1-2. That one misses just inside, and it's 2-2. And we saw Bigby have a bases clearing double in Saturday's game to give the Black Bears an 11-9 lead. They end up winning by 1. Could be in a big spot here today. Them down 5. That one misses, and it's 3-2. Mejia seems to be slipping on the turf mound. Seems as though he should be used to it, considering he only pitched 6 innings, but still played here at David Story Field. 3-2. That one is off the knob of the bat, and it'll go foul. Would have been ball 4. As it's a check swing, he would have been ball 4, but is unlucky. And hits off the knob. As we'll do it again at 3-2. He is looking back at second now. Kicks and deals. Broken bat, blooper into left field for a base hit. Stopping at third is Garetano. The bat breaks cleanly in half, but it doesn't matter as it goes over the third baseman Araja Waiau's reach, and the bases are loaded for Paxton Bigby. And that will bring out Marion pitching coach Dan Worthen, who has been a longtime coach in the MLB. He's a pitching coach for the Mets, most notably from 2008 to 2017. Was an assistant pitching coach for the Rangers in 2018. Was making his way up the ranks of the minor leagues from 1981 all the way to 1990. He was a pitching coach for the Mariners for a season. Went back to the Stars, which were the minor league team for the Padres, then made it up to San Diego for the 96-97 season as well. Was the pitching coach for the Tigers in the turn of the century, 1999 to 2002, and then was with the Dodgers, Mets, and Rangers. And after his meeting is over, it's now time for Paxton Bigby with the bases loaded and nobody out. Face off in a lefty-lefty matchup against Mejia. First pitch misses outside for ball 1, so Mejia has given up 2 hits already after Thomas gives up 1 through 5 scoreless and has walked 1. And now is down 2-0. Bigby's in a good hitter's count. He is not able to control the zone much again today after his 7-walk outing in Ridgefield. 2-0. Misses again, and it's 3-0. Nowhere to put him. Walk here would score the first run for the Bears. Bigby has a single already, had the first hit of the game for the Bears. Got caught stealing at second to end the fourth. Misses ball 4, and a run will score. A 4-pitch walk brings in Nicky Garitano, and the Bears are on the board. It's 5-1. And that'll bring out another mound visit, and looks like Tucker Brock might be changing pitchers early here. And he will, as Josh Mejia is out of the game after not getting a single out, is responsible for all 3 runners, and it'll be Finn Stewart, the cleanup man, trying to give the Black Bears some life offensively here in the bottom of the 6th.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Well, Tucker Brock goes from one Lower Columbia arm to another as Matthew Kozderka will step in and try and get out of this bases loaded, no out jam. First pitch to Finn Stewart's grounded foul to the left side. Bases are loaded here with nobody out. Josh Hansen on third and Tyler Nelson on second, and Paxton Bigby, who had a 4-pitch walk with the bases loaded to score the first Bears run, is on first. Breaking ball misses for ball 1. Kozderka played for Lower Columbia here at David Story Field his freshman year. Only played 16.1 innings pitched, but at a 1.10 ERA. Pretty good for Lower Columbia as that one's hit into left field. Going under it is Alex Greb, and he'll make the grab. Tagging at third is Josh Hansen, and he will score as the Bears have cut the deficit to 3. It is now 5-2. Sac fly for Finn Stewart for the first out of the inning. Not the second run of the inning, as Tyler Nelson took third on the tag as well. And we'll have runners on the corners in a big spot here for the new guy, Trenton Rowan, in his third at-bat. Kozderka, in his last outing, gave up that walk-off homer to Jordan Lewis on Sunday to give the Pickles the win. So that one's low for ball 1. Versus Ridgefield, he pitched a scoreless frame, though, with two strikeouts. That one's ripped to the right side into right field for a base hit. From third comes Nelson, and it's 5-3. Trenton Rowan's first hit in a Black Bears uniform drives in a run as they are one run closer. It's 5-3. That'll bring up Gavin Poffenroth now, the tying run in Rowan on first. Still only one out here in the bottom of the sixth. That's grounded foul down the left field line. Very close to being a fair ball, and it would have scored at least Bigby from second, but it's 0-1. Poffenroth is 0 for 1, struck out. Only strikeout of the day for Ethan Thomas in his 5 scoreless, but still 5 scoreless whether you like it or not. And he walked last inning in the 5th. That was 2 on, 1 out. And that one's in the dirt. Good scoop from Holman behind the dish, and it's 1-1. Well, the Bears came back from down 3 in the 8th on Sunday against Yakima, and now down 5. They're making a push. 1-1's grounded. That one's also foul in exactly the same spot as the first foul, as it's 1-2. Poffenroth hits 2 foul balls pretty much the same way, as that one also just misses. And it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Poffenroth goes down swinging for the second time. First strikeout for Kozdurka, and the second out here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Will Jeske, as he doesn't have a hit quite yet, but reached in his last at-bat on a fielder's choice. And chance to make a statement here in his first game with his new team. 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch from Kozdurka is drilled into left field. Foul ground. Going under it is shortstop O'Connor, as he overran it and falls as it drops in foul for strike 1. Seems as though Liam O'Connor was just running and didn't actually see where the ball was, as he overruns it. Looks up and he realizes the ball's behind him. Falls over on his back and not able to make the grab. So 3 singles and 2 walks have led to 3 runs scoring for the Bears, as their deficit is now only 2. Very attainable for this squad, who has had to come back before. That one's right at short, and O'Connor will make the grab for out number 3. So the Bears score 3. As we head to the top of the 7th, the Marion Berries are only up 2. It's 5-3.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult, thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com. Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, it's about that time we take a look at the other scores in the West Coast League South, as the Bend Elks are down to the Bellingham Bells in an interleague matchup. In the top of the 5th, the Raptors are beating the Yakima Valley Pippins, who, after their home series against the Bears, pretty much went the same direction as them, down to Ridgefield to the Rourke. And the Walla Walla Sweets and Portland Pickles are scoreless in the top of the 4th. That was the top of the 7th here at David Story Field, and Kieran Markuson, after his 1 and 2 scoreless, 1 2/3 scoreless, is back out there. He'll be facing Danny Weidman, who whiffs on the bunt and gets called for strike 1. Weidman has reached twice, has a walk, came around to score, and has a single, reached second on an error on a pickoff from Leach. Still in line for the loss, but Bears offense is coming back. That one's fouled back, and it's 0-2. Well, the Pickles trying to start their season 10-0. They swept these Berries at Walker Stadium. 0-2. High, and it's 1-2. High Cheese doesn't get Weidman to swing. And still one strike away, though, as he struck out. Hasn't struck out a man in the regular season yet. That one's in the dirt for ball 2. Does have 5 strikeouts, though, in non-league play. 2-2. That's a foul tip, and it'll get past Jeske. It'll remain 2-2. Kieran Markuson was born in Blaine, Washington. About as close to Canada as you can get without actually being there. Right on the border where the I-5 meets Canada. That one's driven into left field. Going back on it is Finn Stewart, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. So Markuson has now retired the first 6 he's seen, and 5 of them have come via the fly ball. Doesn't have a strikeout, has 1 ground out. Jake dodges the ground out to second to lead off the 6th. Everything else has either been a fly out to left, center, or right field. But getting the fly ball is Markuson. First pitch to the top of the lineup in Will Stickney is fouled back to the boards, and it's 0-1. Well, Stickney, his freshman year of high school, hit .494. Almost hit .500. Went a little bit down, but still .383 his sophomore campaign, as that one's driven into center field. Hansen will make the grab near the track, and it's the second out. Another fly ball out for Markuson. And make that 7 straight retired for Kieran to start off his outing today. That'll bring up Liam O'Connor. Saw him take a bit of a spill on that foul ball that ate him up a little bit as he overran it. First pitch to O'Connor is driven foul down the left field line. Went over the leap of Henning at third. The start of the game was very busy for Henning, but has not gotten a ground ball since the second inning after getting 4 in the first 2 frames. Willamette finished their season 15-22. That's grounded to Henning. What do you know? He throws it over to first, and well, Henning's back being busy, as that's the third out. A 1-2-3 for Kieran Markuson, as we are about a stretch here at David Story Field, and the Berries lead it 5-3.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Bottom of the 7th, and hopefully everybody watching from home stretched. If not, well, I can't really do anything if you didn't, but I hope you did, because we're in for a good one here. Bottom of the 7th, 5-3, the Berries lead it. They were up 5 at one point, and 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th from the Bears as their offense finally came to life. An inning back, swung on and missed for the first pitch to Matt Henning in his 3rd at-bat. Well, Henning played for the Apple Sox as well last season. That is hit into right center field. Calling it is Stickney, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Well, quick first out here in the bottom of the 7th for Kozdurka, who's back out there. As it'll be Nicky Garitano. He singled to lead off the 6th and came around to score the first Black Bears run after a Bigby walk with the bases loaded. First of 3 that's scored in the bottom of the 6th. Here is the first pitch as he shows bunt, pulls it back, and it just misses for ball 1. Well, the Berries have a very weird schedule this season as they're in a bit of a stadium trouble. That one's fouled back and out of play for strike 1. They were going to play at Spec Keene Stadium, but delays of construction have allowed that to not happen, and they will be moving to the field at the campus of Chemeketa Community College. Shows bunt again, pulls it back, and it's called ball 2. That means they have not played a home game yet, and they won't play a home game until the 23rd, in which they play a 1-game series against the Knights. That one's fouled back, and it's 2-2. But the thing is, they don't play a home game until the 23rd, but they play the Knights after this, a 4-game series, because the 4th game will be at Goss Stadium in Corvallis, but Marion will be the home team. That was fouled back to the screen, and it stays 2-2. Not only that, but after that series, they'll go on to play the Raptors at the Rourke, but in all 3 games, they will be the home team. It's very interesting how their schedule is going. Check swing did not go, and the count runs full. They also have a 3-game series versus the Portland Pickles to end their season, the regular season at least, in which they play 2 at Chemeketa and 1 at Walker Stadium. That one's grounded foul, and it stays 3-2. Not only that, let's see how weird this schedule is, but Marion has 20 straight games, and 20 games in 20 days between the June 17th matchup against the Ridgefield Raptors and the July 6th game against the Drifters. So between 17th and the 6th, they don't have any off days. That one misses outside, ball 4, and Nicky Garitano gets himself a walk after a good at-bat. He'll take first. He's reached twice now after grounding into the double play to end the 3rd. And we're back to the top of the lineup in Josh Hansen. That one misses outside and low for ball 1. Nicky on first. Hansen fouls it back, and it's 1-1. Hansen's walked twice. Now has 5 walks on the season. Rounded out to Thomas in the 3rd. Those are his 3 at-bats as Howlett's still down 2, but a runner on first in Garitano. Breaking ball hits the zone for strike 2. Kozdurka struck out 13 in his 16 1/3 with Lower Columbia this season. Outside, and it's 2-2. Also only walked 5. Has one already today. Aside for Nicky Garitano, he was the number 5 rank overall in Oregon, number 3 righty via Perfect Games rankings. So that one's high for ball 3, and the second straight full count of the inning for Kozdurka. Three-two. Garitano goes, swung on and missed for strike 3. Throw on to second is in time. Oh, a rally killer there. A strike him out, throw him out for the Berries, as that'll do it for the bottom of the 7th. Marion leads it 5-3.
June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Well, Dan Spencer keeping up the trend of Lower Columbia pitchers coming into the game, as he'll bring in Stephen Hammergren for his first appearance in the regular season since last Sunday against the Pickles. Wasn't along for the ride during the road trip to Yakima, but that was an inning pitched against Portland. Through an inning, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. His first strike here to leadoff man Evan Holman, who's up for his 4th at-bat. It'll be Holman, Brecken Hadley, and Alex Greb. There's a chopper to short. Going on it is Nelson, and he'll make a quick throw over to first for out number 1. A quick first out for Hammergren, who's a local kid. Played for Lower Columbia from Longview. Went to Mark Morris High School just down the street. But will be leaving Lower Columbia and leaving Longview as a whole, as he's committed to Lewis and Clark State in Lewiston, Idaho. First pitch, swinging grounder over to Nelson again, and he'll make the throw over to first for out number 2. 2 quick outs on Tyler Nelson ground outs. One by Holman, one by Hadley, and that'll bring up Alex Greb. Hammergren didn't give up a run in 3 1/3 innings in non-league play. Another first pitch swinging, charging is Garitano. He'll have the glove flip, and he makes it there in time. A 4-pitch inning for Stephen Hammergren as he gets out 1, 2, 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Bears still down 5-3.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, it seems as though manager Tucker Brock forgot the memo of only pitching Lower Columbia College pitchers here at David Story Field, as a new pitcher for the Berries is Cohen Barton from Wahiawa, Oahu, Hawaii, which is about northwest of Honolulu. The island of Oahu has stayed in Hawaii and played for the Rainbow Warriors of the University of Hawaii his freshman year this season. As he'll stand in for his third appearance of the season. In his first two, he pitched in the 12-3 loss against the Ridgefield Raptors, gave up 2 of those runs and walked 2, struck out 2, and actually earned the loss in that one. So his record stands at 0-1. And versus Portland on Saturday, he pitched a scoreless inning and a third. And he'll be facing off against the bulk of the order for the Black Bears. Tyler Nelson, Paxton Bigby, Finn Stewart. Any of them get on, it'll be Trenton Rowan as Nelson takes one high for ball 1. Got his first hit of the game in the last inning, in the 6th. Grounds it back to Barton, and he'll toss over to first for out number 1. So the Bears using a lot of tall pitchers. Cohen Barton stands at 6'4". Only pitched 3 2/3 at Hawaii in 5 games in the Rainbow Warriors bullpen. Bigby takes one outside for ball 1 as he's an RBI. He walked with the bases loaded in the 6th against Josh Mejia, who didn't get through an inning and gave up a couple in that 3-run bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball hits the zone for strike 1. Barton went to Leilehua High School in Wahiawa. That one's fouled back to the netting, and it's 1-2. He's the number 5 ranked right-handed pitcher out of Hawaii when he graduated from Leilehua in 2024. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Bigby goes down swinging. First strikeout for Barton, and that's the second out here in the bottom of the 8th. And the Black Bears running out of time here. Only have 4 outs left until they start the season 0-4 at home. Yet to win against this home crowd. First pitch to Finn Stewart is outside for ball 1. And Barton's junior year of high school, he had a 1 ERA and 49 2/3. Was the state pitcher of the year and made it to the HHSAA D1 All-Tournament team. Ended up committing to Hawaii. That one's outside, and it's 3-0. Only walked 1 in his 3 2/3 this season. That one misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Finn Stewart. And he'll take first, and the Black Bears have a man on with 2 outs for Trenton Rowan. Rowan got his first hit for the Black Bears in his last at-bat in the 6th. And it is 1 for 3 right now. That's Finn Stewart on first with 2 outs. Offense running out of time to make a big comeback here. As ever since those 5 runs have scored, Marion Berries have been held scoreless for 5 straight frames. That one's outside for ball 1. Breaking ball misses a little low for ball 2. That one hits the outside for strike one. The only outing in which Barton gave up runs was against Hawaii Pacific on April 1st, in which he gave up 2. Otherwise went scoreless in his other 4. That one's flat out to left field. Going under it is Greb, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 9th. As the Berries try to extend their lead, they're up 2, 5-3.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Well, the Berries and the Black Bears will be taking on each other 2 more times. One being tomorrow at 6:35 and the other one being Thursday at 6:35. As this game 1 is looking to head to its conclusion as we head to the top of the 9th. Stephen Hammergren is back out there for another inning. So losing 5-3, but as Dan Spencer has only used 3 pitchers, and it's been working not too bad ever since those 5 runs in the 2nd and 3rd, as that one's grounded to Big B. He'll step on the bag himself for out number 1. That'll bring up Aokai Orojo Waiau. Orojo Waiau has no hits yet so far today, is 0 for 3. That one hits the zone for strike 1. Good amount of guys on this team who were either from Hawaii or playing for a college in Hawaii. Breaking ball hits the zone for strike 2. Colin Barton, we just saw from Hawaii, is going to Hawaii for his collegiate years, and a couple guys at Chaminade. That one's hit into shallow right field. Going under it is Poffenroth, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. So Rujo Waiau is now 0 for 4 today, and that'll bring up Brandon Stinnett. Hammergren retired all 5 he's faced. Well, since the 5 runs, and the Black Bears pitching has retired 16 straight. Last guy to hit reach was a single from Danny Weidman in the 4th. That one hits the zone for strike 1, so 1 bad inning. Those 4 runs scoring in the 2nd. Otherwise, this pitching has been really good for the Black Bears. That one hits the outside corner for strike 2. Here's the 1-2. Just misses, and Hammergren doesn't like that call. It would definitely be a 50-50. It just misses inside, and the count's evened up at 2-2. As a grounder to second. Under it is Garitano. He'll make the throw over to first, and that is 17 straight retired for Black Bears pitching. 3 outs. 2 runs needed to tie for the Bears. They're down 5-3 to the Berries, heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com. Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Last chance for the Bears as it's the bottom of the ninth, and Dan Spencer reaching into his reserves to pinch hit Poffenroth for Jose Carmona Jr., who will lead off. Here in the bottom of the ninth, it'll be Carmona Jr., Jeske, and Matt Henning against new pitcher Joseph Perez, who has gotten a save already for the Berries. Got the save against Ridgefield on the 5th. Last appearance was on the 8th, in which he gave up 3 runs on 3 hits. Looking to shut the door here against the Black Bears, as they need 2 to tie and 3 to walk it off. It's going to take a walk-off for them to win it. Berries looking to extend to 3 and 4 and give the Black Bears the loss and move them to 3 and 4 to tie them up in the standings. Jose Carmona Jr. is up, and the Black Bears dugout is getting loud, getting rowdy, as they're going to need a rally here down 2 in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch. This is low for ball 1. Joseph Perez went to Chaminade as well. Pitched 30 1/3 innings, 3.26 ERA, had 6 saves, so has been in this spot before. Misses outside, and it's 2-0. This Black Bears dugout. Bunch of guys that just met each other a couple weeks ago. Now in a spot after the sweep where they're making a good team chemistry. As that one misses, it's 3-0. Perez not able to throw a strike so far. He walked 17 this season at Chaminade, has 2 so far in the regular season. Played at Glendale his last 2 seasons. 3-0. It's the zone for strike 1. Not a call the Bears wanted, but still in a good hitter's count is Carmona Jr. Perez has given up 5 hits so far this season. 3-1. Misses outside, and Carmona Jr.'s on with the leadoff walk. Leadoff man is on here for Will Jeske. The newcomer steps up. He doesn't have a hit yet this season. Would be a big spot to get it. Dan Spencer is going to make a running change. Pinch runner will come in. Cade Wynn is on the base pass now. Speedster out of Mount Hood, stole 16 bags for Mount Hood this season, his freshman year in 2025. He represents the 4th run for the Bears. First pitch from Perez is blooped into left field. Under it is Greb, and he'll make the grab. Will Jeske is out, number 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring up Matt Henning. Cade Wynn still on first, and Henning will stand to the plate for his 4th at-bat. He walked and flew out twice. First pitch. It's the zone for strike 1. Matt Henning just got here today along with 4 others. 0-1. Grounded up the middle. Sliding grab, throw to second for 1. On to first. Henning's there safely. They get the lead runner and win on a great sliding grab from Stinnett. Flips it to O'Connor, and the Black Bears are 1 out away from being 0-4 at home. And now it's all up to Nikki Garitano, as Tucker Brack is going to have a word with bases umpire Lance Kreck. It seemed to be the length of about a word. And it's all up to Nikki, who is 1 for 2. He's reached twice, one on a walk, one on a single. After Henning reaches on the fielder's choice, there's 2 outs here. In the bottom of the 9th, first pitch. This is low for ball 1. Nikki gets on, it's back to the top of the lineup and Josh Hansen. Here's the 1-0. That's driven into right field. Under it is Will Stickney, and he'll make the grab for out number 3, and that'll do it. The Marion Berries win first game in franchise history against the Black Bears as they take a 1-0 lead in the series. And the Black Bears take another loss at home. They are now 0-4 at David Story Field. The Marion Berries finish with 5 runs on 6 hits. No errors, and the Bears finish with 3 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. It's games like this where you realize that 1 run can really kill you. And in this game, the 4-run second killed the Black Bears as they retired the last 17 Marion Berries that they face. And hopefully they can keep on keeping on with that pitching staff tomorrow at 6:35. We will see you then for everybody here at David Story Field. I'm Evan Patoka, and we will see you tomorrow for Game 2 of the Berries versus the Black Bears.